Welcome to the USCA AC National Championships, Association Croquet, held at the National Croquet Center in West Palm Beach in March of 2025. Your tournament director is Doug Grimsley. This is a sponsored USCA event, and newly elected President Randy Cardo invites you to check out the website, sign up, and join us on the lawn. Our appreciation goes out to Chris Barley, a longtime channel sponsor, and to Stuart Preston, who is sponsoring the editing. Our exclusive equipment sponsor is Don Oakley in the Croquet store, who can provide anything anybody needs to play this game at club, championship level, 9-wicket through association and golf croquet. Check out his website. And now we head to Florida, the home of countless croquet facilities, all the way from Jacksonville to north down to West Palm and Sarasota, where in Venice, the Sarasota County Croquet Club is the biggest public club in the country. The National Croquet Center in West Palm Beach is the center of it all, located just south of the Palm Beach International Airport, providing easy access. The club has 12 lawns and a fabulous clubhouse. The lawns are numbered 1, 2, and 3, which are lighted, and then 4 and 5, followed by 6 and 7, which are the show courts in front of the clubhouse, and then 8, and then 9 through 12 over on the north side of the club. Those courts in the lowlands on the far east side are where 9-wicket gets played and will be the site of future expansion before too long. And we'll start out with an afternoon block game on court 8. John Graney is your videographer.
John, I want you to always try to get my best side.
Which one is?
I don't know.
You let me know, maybe we can edit.
Starting off is local stand-up comedian Mike Todorovich with an opening that he came up with, so we're going to call this the Toto. We'll come back and look at it in detail in a minute. He's playing Randy Cardo, who has multiple national championships in American rules to his credit and is coming on strong in AC, as you can see from their relative world and country rankings on the scoreboard. You can tell it's not obvious to Randy what he should do, which is part of Mike's intention with that opening. East boundary is what Mike wanted Randy to do, but he might have preferred that Red be a little bit further north. In his third turn, if Mike hits partner, he'll just go get Red and lay a dream leave or a 3 ducks. If he misses, he's joined up and ready to attack. The trouble with missing, of course, is that he leaves a pretty nice double. Might have been a little bit shorter from the end of B-bog, but this will do. Bingo.
Good shot. See, the whole thing about that opening, if somebody's stupid enough to go over there and miss, I do.
In this situation, Chris, if you want to come see it, I move it forward, but it's like this much.
Or shoot down the line.
So now that Mike's explained it all to Randy, let's go back and look at it again. His goal is to have his first ball in the vicinity of hoop 2. And then when his unsuspecting opponent succumbs to the temptation of that wide open east boundary, he'll shoot at his partner ball, and if he hits, he'll do a 3 ducks. If not, he'll hope that his opponent is naive enough to join up on the east boundary, and then Michael can take off from the west boundary, leaving his partner as a pioneer at hoop 2 while he goes and starts his break with the 2 balls on the east boundary. It's a little analogous to the standard corner 2 opening, which I've used a lot to confuse people. Ben Rothman wasn't confused, though. He just went to corner 3 and laid a 10-yard tice. I had no choice but to shoot at the tice, and the opening became neutral at that point. What Randy did is acceptable. Had he gone to maximum distance, then Mike could have joined up with him, and when Randy missed from corner 3 into corner 4, he could have rushed Randy's ball into corner 4 and had a 3-ball cannon to start a break. Don't roll your eyes. I've had it happen once out of maybe 20 tries. But there being nothing naive about Randy Cardo, he hit the double and has the first chance at a break.
Oh, I got it. It's got the sun at the back here. Better visual.
Yep.
I understand.
Shoot.
The scoreboard will reflect clip position, not score. And the numbers by the names are world ranking on the left and country ranking on the right. I'll do the commentary on this one. I don't know that the speed was measured this week, but these courts are always pretty quick, usually 11 or 12 plumbers.
In one hit.
Thank you.
Blue is almost on the west boundary up by hoop 2. It's a lousy pioneer for hoop 2, so his best chance of building a break is to take yellow to blue, drop yellow off at hoop 2, and then rush blue to hoop 1. doing this wiring is a mistake that American rules players make when they start playing AC, because it only works if you have a good chance of getting to your partner ball on a hoop shot, which of course he does. He can probably get red down to yellow. Of course, if Mike hits his partner, then he has a late break. You got it. All right, what I think is turn 7. Mike has the best chance so far of developing a break. One of Mike's many claims to fame is that back in, 13 or 14, when he took up AC, after losing forever, he had the highest ever increase in D-grade in AC ever. It may have tied with somebody else. He can put in the comments what the number was, but he switched to an Irish grip. He went to England for the summer. Now, since then, aging and regression to the mean have brought him back down to earth, but he's a passionate AC player and teacher. Looks like he's playing a Predator from our equipment sponsor, Don Oakley, and he's in the contest with James Deeth for the longest shaft in croquet. And we're off. that hoop 4 Pioneer could be better, but this is a 4-ball break, not a 3-ball break or a peeling turn, so he'll make it work. That looks like a wider than usual Predator mallet head. Has a bigger side-to-side sweet spot, but it can get in its own way around the hoop. Michael's probably going to do a diagonal spread, so he wants his partner black as his 2-back Pioneer. So he puts yellow as an escape ball so he can do an early placement of black as the Pioneer at 2-back. Some players still prefer to place that Pioneer after 6, notably David Malouf. But I think most people do it this way now because it's easier to get a nice accurate placement of the Pioneer when you're this close to 2-back. The only downside is you give up a ball for your break for a couple of hoops, but with a perfect Pioneer at 6, that's not an issue. And of course, you try to have partner as a 2-back Pioneer so that you will get opponent as a 3-back Pioneer, which makes the diagonal spread easier to do. That big circle in the grass is not the landing area for the Pioneer. In fact, some would put that Pioneer probably 2 yards shorter than he did, so it's northeast of 2-back, not due north of it. That makes it a little easier to get to since you're coming from the peg area and doing the diagonal spread. Ooh, the first misstep of the break. He didn't mean for red to get knocked away like that. Red and yellow are both still for hoop one, so it doesn't matter which one he leaves at the peg and which one he puts by hoop two. And basically a diagonal spread is not much of a forcing leave anyway, so it usually doesn't matter which ball you leave at the peg. Oh no. Got a little ragged and then broke down. Mike scored one back, so Randy gets a lift if he wants it. He just has to figure out the shortest shot. And the one which, if missed, puts him in least jeopardy. Black's a pretty good hoop one pioneer, so it'd be nice to shoot at partner or blue first. Looking for a double on blue and black. And settles on red at blue. Randy has won the American Rules Doubles Championship 3 times with Danny Honeycutt, and he's won the Singles Championship himself once. His wife Beverly is, of course, the recently elected president of the USCA. I'm sure he's tickled to be first gentleman of American croquet.
it's hot now. I'm not playing. I don't want to sitting down. I'm a big feeling, but
Yeah.
certainly not any chill or cold or anything like that.
Oh, here goes another game.
Good luck, play well.
Black's a little awkward. If he makes the hoop off a split shot right now, he can put it beyond the hoop where he needs it. He's going to have some work to do to get yellow placed and get back to black in a meaningful fashion.
I do. I went to my car and I didn't have a quarter in my car either. Michael instructed.
No hold.
Yeah. Okay.
Literally the only one that I've ever. I don't know what you do when you win. Because I've
Go
never.
first.
I'll go first.
Or 90, and we said it twice.
I wonder if he meant to do that. There are not a lot of applications for peeling partner through hoop one. Some think it makes picking up a break after a mom standard leave easier because the margin of error for rushing red, in this case to hoop two, is a little bigger than rushing it to hoop one. But with your back ball on hoop two, it gives you one fewer hoop. Put together a triple peel on. It used to be standard in the old standard leave in the 60s. You'll have to read Wiley, I think page 75, to learn about that. And of course, beginners sometimes think they're lucky stars when they get a chance to straight peel both their balls through hoop one at the beginning of the game, but all that does is put both your balls on hoop two, where it's harder to spread the opponent out when you make a leave.
Okay, here goes.
take yellow's clip so you don't forget.
Yeah, I didn't realize it. Yeah, I did put it through that way.
Yeah. Plunder peel at one. Very
Beginning of
important
the
technique.
sextuple.
I think I'm close.
You have options, right? What you don't want to do is leave a hole in your fan. Your second jump.
Black may be a little farther north than he wanted because his main concern now, having peeled yellow through hoop 1, is that blue be rushable to hoop 2. That usually calls for a slightly more horizontal spread, with black maybe 3 yards south of where it is right now. The disadvantage, of course, is that shortens the lift shot from corner 3.
I feel like yellow's next. Blue can get red.
Yeah, you want to have the balance?
Nice turn.
Of course, if yellow was for hoop 1 now, he'd be sending red to hoop 2 and then making 1 off blue. Then he would have had the choice of trying a Hogan roll after hoop 1 to pick black out of corner 4. Or if you look again in Patty Chapman's chapter on triple peeling and Beyond Expert Croquet, going to get black after hoop 2 is easier because the angles are a lot narrower. That's worth a look. Beyond Expert Croquet. Patty Chapman's chapter on triple peeling. Blue was rushable. He has a perfect rush to hoop 3, but he's a little disappointed that Blue's not a better hoop 4 pioneer that would let him pick up black out of corner 4 before he makes hoop 4. That's what he's thinking about. And he went down to quarter 4 to take a look. Michael must have left him some sort of double for him to be able to hit black on the right side. This was a weird way for Randy to dig black out of corner 4. Visions of tripling danced in his head. Yellow at red looks a little shorter than at blue, but I'll bet they're within 2 or 3 inches of being the same shot. The zoom on the camera makes it look like that. This is aggressive. He's going to leave red there so he can get the peel going after 5. But he's got to make 4 off of black, and it's not a great pioneer. That is a great shot. That little hop means he didn't want black to go quite so deep. It can still serve just fine as an escape ball after the 4-back peel, though. Were he going to use the Wiley method here, he would put blue deep, actually somewhere just to the left of black down there. It's not as popular as it used to be. Read Patty Chapman's chapter on triple peeling and beyond expert croquet. And speaking of Patty Chapman, check out croquetdev.com. It's his website that is a wonderful explication of all things AC. He gave me permission to promote it. It's definitely worth a look. Going to be a lot of pull to account for on this one. It's like he's been playing AC all his life. Now, see, in the Wiley method, blue would be sort of at least halfway between hoop 6 and the boundary. He would make 6 with black, leaving black near hoop 6, maybe a yard north of it. Then he would have used blue to go get red, sending blue up court somewhere and try to bring red back to peel it, using the black ball he had left behind as the pioneer for 1 back, thus bringing the triple peel back on time. The best example of that we have on video is Jeff Sue doing it against Paul Bennett in the quarterfinals of the 2000 AC Nationals in Mission Hills. Check out that playlist. If black hadn't rolled quite so far, he could have left red here, taken off to blue, made one back, then come back and peeled red through Penald and made two back off of black as a remote pioneer. If you're running sextuples, is the kind of thing you have to get used to. But this is considerably safer. He's sending black to rover pioneer position, sort of. Patty would have him put black just a little north of the peg, because even if red comes through long on the peel, he's going to need access to a ball short of that to get behind red for the rover peel. At least I think that's why. Oh no, half a roll too far. He really had it under control, but now he's out of hoops for the triple. He's got to work on a leave that makes sense. Ooh, maybe out of hoops to finish. Great shot. Darn, he was trying to jaws it to hide it from the end of A-bog. Might be a double from the end of B-Balk. See what Mike thinks. Must be a better double from here because he didn't take the lift. Didn't need it.
So you need like four guys? What's the Charlie say?
I wonder if a more vigorous rush of black all the way to the south boundary would have made it easier to make two back, and black would still have been in reception position. And now he has to do something with black because of the lift. And I assume he's going to try to get behind red, but maybe not.
Yours, Mike? Pink one? Mike? What's your clock?
Yeah, put 90 on it, would you please?
All right.
Thank you.
Welcome.
He definitely won't want me to label this leave the Toto.
shot, Mike.
Not bad. Missed the hoop shot, but he got a squeeze. He needs to get down to blue on this hoop shot if it's going to do him any good. You'll recall that blue is a little bit west of hoop 2 and black is quite a bit west of hoop 1. So Randy Cardo, 26-10 over Mike Todorovich in block. Mike tried his own special sauce, but Randy figured it out and prevailed. So give us a like, subscribe, hit that bell. It won't hurt, I promise. This is just the beginning of the AC Nationals. There's a lot more to come. The USCA invites you to check out their website, sign up, and join us on the lawn. Thanks to Chris Barley for all his support, and to our exclusive equipment sponsor, Don Oakley, who can provide anything you need to play this game at any level.
Good game, Randy. That was fun.
Thank you.
I was rooting for your triple.
Yeah,
Got
just
little
got away from it.
tangled up in yard repairs.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping. I've been
But
working
I'm
on
glad you gave it a shot, though. I mean,
every game I've given a shot. Like you know, got one, I tripled another, but then I got out of position and over. So
Yeah.
But, you know,
but I mean, the more you try them,
it's easier.
the better you get at it. Yeah, you get used to it.